So as hard as it is, I feel like I do need to share a little bit of the background on our Christian faith and how we ended up in this IVF journey, because for a long time, I would not even allow myself to consider IVF. To me, it felt like trying to go around God's will instead of trusting it. And even after years of infertility and prayers, I still wrestled deeply with whether pursuing IVF was something that was okay. And then our church started a series centered around the Lord's Prayer and praying God's will be done. And something really shifted in that season. I think out of maybe 5.5 years in sheer exhaustion of praying for a baby and an ectopic miscarriage, I just started to release everything. And instead of trying to force my own plans or fight against fear, I started surrendering everything to the Lord completely. And what's so amazing about that is that we didn't even go searching for our IVF clinic ourselves. We did kind of throw around the idea of booking a consultation once I finished my master's degree, and even the timing with that aligned perfectly. But my mother-in-law actually heard about the clinic and she shared it with us, and it just fit our needs perfectly. And we booked our consultation, and right after the consultation, I actually walked into another teacher's room. I'm a middle school teacher, and she is just a woman that I kind of look up to. She's a very faithful woman of God, and I knew that I could share everything I was feeling without any judgment from her. So I walked into her room just intending on a prayer, and I just began bawling. And we prayed together, and she helped me kind of realize that the desire to have children with my husband is not unnatural or sinful. It's a desire that the Lord placed on our hearts. And she helped me release some of the shame I carried after years of having my tubes tied when I was young. Because I truly believed for a long time that maybe I deserved this struggle. But God is not standing over us waiting to punish us for our past decisions. And that's really important to remember. I have 2 beautiful daughters, and my husband has been the most incredible stepfather. But after 5.5 years of trying together, it's just like that longing to have another baby, especially being in our very early 30s. It just never disappeared. So every step since has been just covered in prayers and tears and discernment and honesty. But most of all, I think what I've felt most amazingly is just this inexplainable peace that I've had through prayer the whole time and through all of these big decisions that you have to make going along with IVF. It's just the peace and the joy, and like knowing even if this journey doesn't go exactly how we planned it, like this, it feels like the answer. It feels like the final steps or the light at the end of a very, very long tunnel. And we're just approaching it very peacefully and just very open-heartedly and letting the Lord lead the way in the whole process. And, the decisions that you make in IVF are very personal to you. And we chose a very minimal approach regarding like the testing and the medications, because that's just what we feel like we have peace about. We also have the tubal factor infertility, and things would be entirely different if we had more chemical and hormonal based infertility. But since we have the mechanical issue, we just felt like the minimal approach was best for us. More than anything though, this journey has just taught me surrender. Like above all other things, just surrender all of it to Christ and let him plant the field. We can grow a flower, but he can give us an entire flourishing field of flowers. And it's crazy to think that after years of praying specifically, and all the disappointments and things that came along with it, things only truly started moving once we stopped gripping so tightly and just gave it all to God. So that's where we are with our journey. Every day is more just God lead me in the right direction, and every day is new and different, unexplicable answers. But it's something that I just feel very peaceful with, and I feel like we're going down the right road, and everywhere He's taking us has just been bright and wonderful. Our clinic has been amazing. All the women who work there have been so supportive and so wonderful. It's called CNY Fertility. If you're interested, it is a travel clinic unless you live in one of the 3 states where their embryology labs are located. So they have the little monitoring clinics. I think I talked about it a little bit in one of my past videos. But it's been a fantastic experience. It does require a lot of research on your part, I feel like, so that you can advocate for yourself a little bit. But again, I'm a teacher, have a master's in education, so research is something that I just love anyways. But you know, everybody's journey is different. Everyone's decisions are going to look different. Every door that the Lord opens for you is going to be different than for the next person, but there should be no shame in the desire to have children with your husband. So that's where we're at. That's how we got here, and more to come.